Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. It is me, it is I, it is she, it is thee, it is who? Who is it, horny? Who is that 51-year-old woman whose wigs are always getting in her mouth when she's on video? Listen, how are you guys doing today? Now listen, okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. So yesterday, let me do that. All right. So yesterday I went to the doctor, right? Went to the doctor. Let me get this my little cute top, my little cute jacket. Went to the doctor. Okay, was there for about 2-3 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours, right? Then I went to Walmart. I got chased around. Oh wait, let me let me do my little intro. Okay, so who is this? Who it is? Who is she? Who is it? It's me. Who's me? 51-year-old, 198-pound Rosie Rosette 2020 pal. Ha ha ha. Gotcha. Okay, so let me just tell you. Let me finish telling you my story. So, went to the doctor because my foot, my ankle, whatever feels like. Did I tell you guys it feels like. So here's my leg and here's my foot. It feels like it's going through mitosis. Do you guys remember mitosis where, the cells are separating, but those little strings or whatever, it feels like it's separating. It does anyway. So that's the foot situation. um okay, so I'm waiting for my MRI to get approved to get an MRI and blah 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 blah. But anyway, I can't wear heels still. Okay, keep going. Okay, so went to the doctor. Then afterwards I went to Walmart, right, just to pick up, I don't know what exactly did I want to go to Walmart for? Okay, I think I wanted to go to Walmart to get some of the Valentine's Day things, just because you guys know I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, right? But I do celebrate a sale, honey. I do celebrate a sale, and I wanted to make Valentine bags for everybody that I work with, and I was gonna get 50% off at Walmart, and then today I'm gonna hit up Walgreens to get more fillers for the backs or whatever, just a little something or whatever. I used to love to do those when my son was in school, the night before Valentine's, and have all the bags or whatever. And then I'm also going to make cupcakes. All right. Okay, so um that's that. Went to Walmart. All right. One guy came up to me and was like, he had his old, he was a vet. And then he had on some type of union vest or something. The colors like this, a workman. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention or whatever. I was trying to look for the deals, right? Because I saw some leggings for $1, the Christmas leggings. But I was, okay, this is what I was going to Walmart for, the t-shirts and the leggings that were going to be 50% off. But I did not find one Valentine Day t-shirt or leggings, because I like pink, pink and red. I like use pink and red, all that. Anyway, okay. So first dude was like, I noticed that he was following whatever, but um I don't mean to sound like that, but I get, not even when I have on my wig and makeup. I get followed a lot in stores, sometimes by security. And then I call them. I'm like, "Are you following me?" I love when they follow me because I'm like, "Can I help you? Oh, do you think I'm stealing? You want to look at my purse?" I'm obnoxious. Okay, so anyway, and then I get, well, hell, shit, I get followed by women too, not security, just women. All right, and one asked me, "Was my butt real?" Anyway, okay, but this guy, he was like, "Hey, honey," he was an older black guy, and then he was like, "Hey," I had on this look, and he was like, "Ooh, you sure are beautiful," and I'm always gracious. I'm like, "Oh, thank you, young man." He wasn't young. He was like 60 or 70 or something like that. And then he was like, "Hey, are you married?" And I was like, "No, no." And then he was like, "Oh, well, I'm looking for a friend." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm looking for a husband. Bye. Thank you. See you later." And I kept walking, right? So, I go to the food section and they have pizza marked down. I love this Walmart on Story in San Jose. Love it because they mark down the pizza, they mark down the chicken, the rotisserie baked chicken, which I make soups, or I just love to eat it. And I'm trying to do the keto, but it's just not working. I got to jump back into it. Anyway, um, but I'm like really shopping. I'm like focused on shopping because I'm trying to get those $1 leggings, the Christmas ones or whatever. So, I'm like, I'm in my zone. So when I'm in my zone, especially, at a Goodwill or a thrift store, I really don't like people to, men to, try and get at me or whatever. But okay, so I'm in my zone. So, I'm looking around or whatever. So, first he tries to do his pitch. And then I noticed like some other men are just like, not stalking, but just trying to get my attention. I'll say that. Okay, so then there's another guy. I don't know if he was Mexican or Filipino. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I can remember the accent or whatever. Well, anyway, now he definitely had on a work jacket. One of them safety construction things. I think because I was like, oh, we have the same color, whatever. So anyway, I get to the register and I'm trying to separate, the clothes from the shoes. Not the shoes, the clothes from the food, right? And so I'm trying to separate or whatever, and he's just standing there. And I'm thinking, he's waiting to get in line, but he's waiting to talk to me or whatever. He's like, oh, you're so beautiful. What's your name? I tell him his name. He's like, oh, well, can I get to meet you? I was like, no, no. So I was like, I'm busy, because when I focus, I want to, separate. I want to make sure that these leggings are ringing up, because not only were the leggings $1, but there was also some other Christmas pants that were 50 cents. So I'm focused on trying to get my deals or whatever. So he says that, and then so I guess he goes, but he just stares. He just stands there and says, he kept saying, oh my God, you're so beautiful, you're so beautiful. I was like, thank you, thank you. So I finally, get it all through and check out or whatever. So he's on the other side. And then, after you check out, and then, he's like, oh, do you need help to your car? Listen, let me tell you guys one thing. I'm not the one. If you see me in public and you're trying to get my attention at the gas station and you want my number, or you're at the grocery store and you want my number, or you want to get affiliated or whatever, that's not what you want to say to me. If you see me checking out, honey, this is what you want to say to me. Now, I don't know what them other women, I don't care about them other women, but if you want my attention and you see me checking out at Walmart or whatever, and I don't care what I have. If you want my attention, baby, what you need to do, and you can call me a gold digger, you can call me a whatever, I don't care. You need to stand there when that cashier is like, okay, the total is blah, 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 and whip out that credit card or that debit card or a stack or whatever. That's how you get my attention. I don't need you to help me deliver anything to my car or put up anything in my car. That is something that I can do. All right. Well, actually, I can also pay for it, but that's how you get my attention. Okay. All right. For all you men that want to get at me at the gas station, what you can say in order to get my attention or my number, oh, well, let me put 5 or 20 or, let me fill up that tank. See, I don't, what? I don't even blame you men. I blame these women. Because let me tell you, and I was young and dumb and stupid, okay? Opened it up for less than a Happy Meal, whatever. But you know what? That was then. That sale is over. That's what I tell all you guys. That sale's over. It's been over. It's been over. And I'm sorry that I'm 51 and trying to hold it together, okay, while whoever you with or whoever you picked or whoever you wanted or whatever is not putting in an effort. I'll just say that, okay? Because, without the makeup and without the hair and whatever else. No, I don't look like this. But that's why I put on the makeup and put on hair, because I want to look like this for me, not for a man. I do this for me. That's why when I tell people, stay out of my inbox, okay? You want to be in my inbox and have conversations and take up my time? Listen, you can deliver some funds to the Cash App. And no, do not call me at 12 a.m. This man called me at 12 a.m. Never talked to him. Don't even know him. Um, he's a Facebook friend or whatever. I did get some of his quotes. I would copy his quotes or whatever. But him and I have never talked. And even if we have talked, you don't call a woman at 12 a.m. He was like, oh, I wanted to give $50 to some of my appreciative fans. For one thing, motherfucker, I'm not your fan. I might be your Facebook friend, but I'm definitely not your friend. I don't even know who in the fuck you are. I've never even looked through your um your page or whatever. How in the hell am I your fucking fan? I was like, don't ever call me again. You will be blocked. And he said something. Did he say? I was like, who calls people at 12 a.m.? I'm not your woman. What did this fool say? What did he say? Let me see. Did he block it? Paul. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Okay. Okay. So he called me. Never spoke to him. Look, right here. See, look. You see that? I never had a conversation with him. He called me at 12:19 a.m. on Sunday. Early Sunday morning, which was Valentine's Day, okay? And I put, don't ever call me again or I'll block you. And then he puts, this is Lamar Brooks. I was only passing out $50 gifts to my fan base. Sorry you felt that way. I didn't know I'm a fan base. Anyway, who are you? I don't know who's Lamar Brooks. Am I missing something? A fan base. And so then I said, no thanks, you're rude as Gail, but I meant to put rude as hell, calling a woman at 12 midnight. You need to learn some fucking respect. And then he laughs it off, and then he says, a motherfucker that does nothing for you deserves nothing from you. And then he put, bitch, oh, I don't know what that means or whatever. But, well, okay, now that is right. A motherfucker that does nothing for you deserves nothing from you. And that's 100. See, you wrote that. I'm going to put that right there. You see that right there? Right there. And I believe that. I believe that. I understand. But not at 12 a.m. And for one thing, you just don't call people. Yeah, I could have had, a man in the bed next to me or whatever. And, that could have started something like, he could have been like, well, who's calling you at 12 a.m. on Valentine's Day? You see what I'm saying? If you want to call someone via Facebook or whatever, any other platform, ask the person, text them, hey, is it possible if I can call you? Is it possible if I can call you? Wait for an answer, but don't just pop up. I've had that a few times. One, oh my God, this person just kept calling. Finally, I had to block them. I'm like, oh my God. But then I think it was a guy that I met in Jamaica. He was Jamaican. He called me for years. I met him the first time I went to Jamaica. And then he called me for like a year straight. And I think, okay, and then I went back to Jamaica. And then he called me afterwards, but I didn't get in touch with him because I didn't have his number. I think he started crying. I think that was one. And then after that, I got into a relationship for a year. And then, I told him I was in a relationship and he got sad or whatever. But, he used to call me all the time from Jamaica. I just, whatever. Listen, you don't want to have a Jamaican fall in love with you. My goodness. Anyway. So, never give out your number to a Jamaican when you're in Jamaica unless you are in love, you're ready to get married or whatever. I don't know. But, honey, the men, they got masters and doctorates in trying to wing in a woman when they're in love with them. It is just, oh my goodness. Anyway, So afterward, but okay, I'm just going here and there, but I'm just like some of these men. But again, I don't blame them. I blame you women because you guys will give out your numbers and your coochies for nothing, for anything or whatever. And I was young. I remember I would, but I'm older now. I'm not old, but I'm older, a lot more wiser. So younger women, understand, know your worth. Okay, don't give out numbers, don't give out your attention, don't give out shit unless they are willing to court you and run after you. It's about the chase. No man, well, not me, no man wants nothing easy. They like chasing. Make them chase you. I don't care what color, what skin complexion, if you fat, skinny, ugly, pretty, rich, poor, whatever. Make them chase you. There's someone out there for everyone. Listen, I saw this clip on Instagram. This woman, I think she was 1,000 pounds because I saw something else about her, and she was 1,000 pounds. And let me tell you one thing about these women, 600 pounds or 1,000 pounds, they always got a man. They always got a man, a boyfriend, a husband who does everything for them. So if you feel that your self-esteem is low, let me tell you, there is someone out there for everything, everyone. But okay, she was telling her boyfriend or her husband, someone, so she was a white girl, he was a brother, black guy, and she was telling him that she's pansexual. I don't even know what pansexual is. I don't care. But he was like, he didn't even know what it was. And I was just like, look at this. So I think her definition of pansexual is someone who will date anyone, whether you're straight, gay, trans, in animals, whatever. I don't know. So they just will do with anyone, everyone. Okay, they don't discriminate at all. Okay, I get that. Um, I get the, hey, love who you are. But let me tell you this. Listen, um, she she wasn't the most attractive. That confidence was up in the air. So that's what I'm saying. Mm-mm. No, yeah. I just, and then, there was a discussion. I put up some post or whatever, and on Facebook, and or I answered some question or something like that, and basically it was something like, oh, if a man, let me see if I got it, because it got such a backlash or whatever. Oh my goodness, people they just didn't understand. I got a lot of comments going back and forth, and you know what? When I'm with it, when you get me on a good day, I'll just go back and forth. I'll just go back and forth. I'll curse. I'll talk about your mom or whatever. I'll call you, indecent names or whatever. And, it is what it is. I'm just not, it's really kind of hard to offend me when I'm in that type of mood or whatever. And, it's just basically the dozens, and I'll just go back, and men, they want to call women prostitutes or whatever. And you can call me whatever you want to, but what you won't call me. Okay, so this is it. When you're a protector and a provider, but ask a woman to go half. And boy, let me tell you, hunty. Oh, they were having it in for me. And this one guy, he was like, oh, you must be single or old or something like that. I was like, well, so is your mama. And then, he was like, I said, so is your mom married? Is she living with someone and paying? He didn't want to answer. But, he would talk about me. Oh, your makeup. Oh, your wig, whatever. Nah, answer the question. Is your mother single? Is she paying half with someone? It took about 20 responses or questions before he finally addressed it. And then he said, yeah, he said she actually has a man. I said, but is she married? Is she paying half of those bills? So she getting pimped out or whatever. And then I, threw it on him. I was like, look at you. How dare you have your mom getting pimped out? You want to talk about me? I'm not laying up with no man paying half the bills. What I look like? What I look like paying half the bills? Hmm? And single? See, that's the problem. You women, y'all gotta have a man so bad. So the money that you're giving him or whatever going to have to pay the bills, 9 times out of 10, that extra money that he has, he's taking it and spending it on someone else. Oh, yes. 9 times out of 10, okay, I'll give you a little more. Probably 6 times out of 10. Let me tell you, I have a lot of no good uncles, no good stepfather. Well, a couple of no good stepfathers. Um, no good grandfather. Mm-hmm. The guys that I work with, they ain't. Ooh, you should really see how men do. One guy has one at home, has one at work, and is still looking. I'm just like, ooh, ooh. And I was like, because of the one at work, I said, well, does she know about the one at home? And I'm like, well, does the one at home know? I was like, well, does she know about the one at work? And I'm like, well, what are you doing to these bitches? Because I just can't. Not at this age. I'm not even entertained. No, 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 no. Look at this crazy. Anyway, okay, so that was that. So I get home and my son helps me with the groceries or whatever. And then I have pizza. So no keto last night. Had pizza, watermelon or whatever. And I'm like, my eyes were so heavy. This was like at 7, 8ish. Yeah, 7, 8. I'm thinking, is it 6:30? Yeah, about 6:30. Between 6:30 and 7. I'm trying to think, was it was it light outside still? Well, whatever the case, I came home. I couldn't keep my eyes open. And I was like, okay, let me take a nap. Makeup and all. Makeup and all. Makeup and all. I didn't wake up until 1. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and do this video because I like my look or whatever. I got a lot of compliments at the doctor's office. They all know my name and they all can't wait for me to come because of my wigs. They love the effort. I'll just put that. They love the effort. They're always like, oh my God, I want some. The young girls. These are the young girls. And then, some of the older nurses, they're like, I love your wig. They just genuinely. And then the doctor. I was like, Doc, you didn't mention the wig. He was like, I know, I see. Because he's just literally, and I told him, I said, he's just bewildered at how many wigs I had, I guess, and my age or whatever. And then he was like, I know. I said, Doc, I thought you were going to write me out a prescription or a referral to go get some help for my mind, not for my foot. And he just laughed it off or whatever. Because he's just like, where do you put? He's like, yeah, I know you got like more than 200. And I was like, yeah, I know. You want to know where do I keep them all, whatever. And he just laughs or whatever. But anyway, so I get home, and then my eyes are just so heavy. And I'm going through this thing. I thought I was dried up, but it's reappearing every 2 weeks, and it's just like a lot. And literally, when I was younger, I had back cramps. The cramps are gone, but the flow is just, it's like a river. I'm not like Niagara Falls, actually. Have you guys been to Niagara Falls? It is so beautiful. Oh my God, Niagara Falls, you guys. And it's free to go. If you can get up to Niagara Falls before you leave this earth, go. Go. But anyway, that's how it is. Um, so, okay, so while I'm asleep, I have this dream and it's very vivid. You see these rings? Okay, so when I take them off, I don't sleep with them, whatever. When I take them off, I have this little thing that I put them in. But in the dream, I was at somebody's house, okay? And there were plants, but they were tall plants. And I've had the rings in the box, and I put them near the plants. This is just a dream. So in the dream, I guess whoever's house I was at, they had a function, and a lot of people came over, and the box got removed, and I could not find the box. Now there was another box or some other boxes where the owner, I don't even can't remember who the owner was, but her jewelry was there, but the box with my 3 rings wasn't. Now, um, at work the other day, I play around, I'm a jokester or whatever, but this guy had 2 of my phones. Then, I look up and then he has it. So I'm like, give me my phones. He wouldn't give them to me. I was like, give me my fucking phones. So we're running around, I'm looking, then he throws my phones in the garbage. And ever since he's done that, I've had an issue or whatever. I've been feeling a certain type of way. Okay. I think I need to say something about that because it's just not right. You don't do that. Because he was going through my phones. And I was looking at him like, oh my God. And before that, he ate my Reese's. So he's going through my phones. And he threw my shit in the garbage, both of my phones. I was so busy, I didn't have time to address it. But the next time I saw him, I told him, don't you ever, I said, keep your fucking hands off my goddamn phones. Don't ever touch my shit again. And I said it just like that. I talked shit to me, I don't care. You touch my shit, listen, I don't know. That's something I do. I play around, I joke around. I don't touch people's shit. I don't go. And then he ate my Reese's before that. Did I say that? Anyway, so I think this dream has a correlation to that, and I need to address it because it's getting on that last nerve, and it's starting to affect my dreams or whatever. But anyway, I had a dream that I had lost all 3 rings, that they were misplaced. Now, this one right here, this one I had on this finger, but it was kind of loose. And as I was picking up groceries or, delivering groceries or whatever, I guess it fell off. Listen, when I looked through every bag, every place, retracted for this ring. I went downstairs to see if it dropped in the garage or whatever. It wasn't there. I tell you, and I'm a hoarder. I got a lot of junk or whatever. I found that ring. I'm just like, okay, I don't want to lose my babies, whatever. But it's just kind of weird that, that dream was so vivid. The rings were in the box. And, I told you I woke up at 1, but I went back to sleep. You know how you have a dream and you want to, go back to revisit it or whatever. And, like I had a reoccurring dream that, and this always happens after I come back from an international trip, that I leave stuff in a hotel room where I need to go back and get it, or I have to make arrangements to get my clothes in my suitcases, or I left a suitcase, but it's always I left some clothes. I have this reoccurring dream that I left stacks of clothes at my grandmother's house and I need to move it because the house is going to sell, or it's always that I left something somewhere and I'm always trying to get it back, or I ended up losing it or whatever. That's just, I always have those dreams, always, for like 2 or 3 months. I'm always trying to get a suitcase, to bring back, or I left a suitcase in a hotel way over in Italy or in Paris or in, Morocco, somewhere in Africa, somewhere in Asia, somewhere in Europe, in the islands on a cruise. I always do that. That's one thing I don't like about traveling for a long time, because when I get back, literally, I have those dreams for about 2 months. Anyway, okay, so I fall asleep, I get up, I try and make a video, then I come back, I go back to sleep. I wake up this morning, I still have on my makeup. As a matter of fact, I have a pillowcase with half my makeup on the pillowcase. I hate when that happens because it's so hard to get that makeup off the pillowcase. Anyway, but here I am. So this look is from yesterday. So all the videos with this look, it's from yesterday. If you go to my Instagram, I have about 30 pictures with this look. Most of them in the doctor's office. I love taking pictures in the doctor's office. I love it, I love it, I love it. But anyway, that's it. So let's go. So I'm going to do this look this morning. Take all this makeup off and redo it and make some more later on today. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a great day.